locked in.
What the hell are you doing in this dump of a city anyway? You draw the short stick at work or what?
Infinity sent me to get Deimos to bite on a deal. He's even got a catchy code name. Project Dominion.
Sounds like world domination to me, buddy. I'd buy into that in a heartbeat.
Right? I'm telling you, this Project Dominion is the real deal. We ought to be selling this to Inception or Quantum.
Hell, you should be in the Astro Lounge making Ryujin Industries beg for that tech.
Ha! That'd be the greatest irony of them all, but not this baby. Dominion is finally gonna put Infinity first. We'll beat Ryujin at their own game. It's been a couple months since my arrival at the lock, and the place is continuing to go downhill. We've been dealing with heating malfunctions, communications issues with the key, faulty electronics, and unpredictable surface conditions. How this place manages to function at all is anyone's guess. No one's bearing the brunt of this more than the inmates. Normally, I wouldn't give a damn about them, but this is downright inhumane. I'm starting to get nervous that we're going to have a riot on our hands if conditions don't improve.
Can never quite place the smell of Sidonia.
ozone and metal and something vaguely old and ill-kept.
If you're going to use the elevators or stairs,
Deimos. One of the earliest shipbuilders, and desperate to remain relevant.
Can I help you with something? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, with all the occupants already there, I'm sure they'll still be aligned by the time. That, and I don't even... If security wants me... I highly doubt that. If security suspects... And as for stuff being stolen, I wish I could say I had something of value, but hey, No offense if you live here, but fresh air, plans. Hopefully just a quick business trip. The company... You'd think the Deimos reps would rather spend a few days in New Atlanta. Definitely not me. I tell you one thing. If I close this deal with Deimos, the Broken Spear is no viewport. Oh, it's big, all right. Infinity's onto something groundbreaking. And we're giving Deimos the first shot at buying in. If our predictions are right, this will put us ahead of even Ryujin Industries. Fingers crossed we still have some luck left. My boss recently closed a deal with Quantum Synergies, so, you know. Good doesn't even begin to describe it. It's time for Infinity to be known for innovation, and Ryujin can be the one following in our footsteps.
A reminder that particle detonations can occur beyond the city limits between the hours of 0600 and 1800 local time.
Right.
I'm a little... Do I know you? Excuse me.
I never had the patience for computer systems.
Hold it right there. You're under arrest. UC security always gets you in... The locals tend to stay out of trouble. Visitors? That's another story. Do your part to keep Sidonia graffiti-free.
The community center on P1 is a good place to connect.
Time to leave this place behind. Orbital insertion completed.
Approaching ship,
Good
you've
job.
entered Freestar
You're still
Collective
in one
space.
piece.
Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband. That's all we need. Enjoy Neon.
If you are free soon, could we talk? You have my attention.
Neon security, get back here!
Freeze! Neon security!
You're coming with us. We'll be taking any contraband and stolen property you have on you.
Save it for someone who gives a damn.
Ever wonder how the Crimson Fleet seems to be everywhere? It's because they have little outposts everywhere.
All those credits. And you just handed them over to the Crimson Fleet.
Operating bases all over the settled systems.
You even need to ask such a question? But do not turn this around on me. Explain to me why you would do such a thing. All those credits. And you just... The pirates. The ones known for robbing, murder, and general betrayal, they will be good allies? Are you listening to yourself? Are they? They will inflict themselves upon who knows how many more because of the resources you have handed them. Is that the kind of legacy you want to be a part of? That is abject foolishness. By that logic, we should just blow up your ship right now, since it will inevitably fail someday. I thought you were better than this. No, there is not. You will have to live with the consequences. If you are half the person I believe you to be, the credits will not help you sleep. What did you need? All right, then.
I used to be an actuary. Now look. What?
Sensory overload. There is little question that religion has some influence here in Neon. I wonder how Mr. Bayard feels about that.
How are you?
It says something, does it not? That the executives wish to have everyone else physically beneath them?
Don't cause any trouble.
Well, that took longer than expected. I hope whatever information Simon had was worth it. Project Dominion? That can't be right. Give me a moment to run a decryption. Let's see. Got the key, deciphering, and done. Well, well, well. Looks like our friend Simon wasn't joking. Project Dominion isn't an Infinity LTD prototype. It's one of ours. They didn't even bother to scrub the name. Meaning someone never thought they'd get caught. Come with me. Masako needs to hear about this.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
Hey, Em.
Ularu? What is this about? Who is this?
This is our latest junior operative. I sent her on an assignment to rendezvous with an informant. But here's the real news. Infinity LTD has gotten their hands on Project Dominion.
Impossible.
Not only that, they're trying to sell it under their own name.
Of course they are. We need Fines to investigate this immediately. Since you found this information, I am trusting you to help investigate. You see, Project Dominion is confidential. It requires a high security clearance to even know it exists. If Infinity LTD has obtained any information on it, that means we have a very well-connected mole within our corporation. I suppose, since we're trusting you in this investigation, I can give you some details. Project Dominion is our latest advancement in neuroamp technology. Our current neuroamps are all external devices, but Project Dominion would be the first surgically implanted internal neuroamp on the market. The project itself was nearing completion, which is why exposing the mole is of utmost importance. We can't allow any more research to fall into their hands. Exactly what I want to hear. I hope we're already putting those talents to good use. I want you to go see Dalton Fines, our Chief Security Officer. I'll send him the details. You've brought an enormous security violation to our attention, so I trust your help in any way possible. And thank you. Some operatives may have seized this as an opportunity for extortion. It's good to know your loyalty lies with us.
Don't screw this up. I've fired people for less.
Dalton.
Ah, the lovely Miss Amada. How can I help?
Cut the crap, Dalton. I'm sending an operative your way, along with some files to your computer.
I'll be ready.
Not for this one, but I trust you'll get it done. We haven't had a security breach like this in years, and never on my watch. I'm sure I don't need to remind you that this situation demands discretion. Ryujin has many enemies outside of the corporation. To be an enemy within and avoid detection takes a certain amount of skill that only so many of our employees possess. I do have suspicions, but feel it's too early to say at this time. Dalton is our chief security officer. He oversees everything. Employees, network, information, even the tower itself. Since I promoted him, we've decreased our security breaches by 96%. Only a handful of competitor operatives have set foot in the building, and our physical security was able to quickly subdue them. Neuroamps make some people nervous because they can enhance your ability to influence others. But with the external appearance, people can always be aware of those who have them and may be using them. An internal neuroamp would be unnoticeable. Should it be used to influence someone, that person would be none the wiser. Our latest line of neuroamps were created to help with the user's self-image. They can boost confidence and the ability to... Those types of improvements in... I've been the CEO of Ryujin. I've also been lucky enough to continue it. I was elected CEO when my predecessor, he was jeopardizing our relationships with both the Free Star Collective and Benjamin Bayou, which would have made doing business extremely difficult for Ryujin. We caught hostile operatives with Ryujin Tech a while back, and linked them to the Free Star Collective's Council of Governors. Saito was enraged. He wanted more than the usual compensation from the Free Star Collective. He wanted the truth. When the truth was refused, he went after Bayou, accusing him of knowingly condoning the Council's actions. The compensation should have been enough. To this day, I can only speculate on why the truth was so important. Indeed he was. I felt he left me no choice but to propose his removal, and the others nominated me as his successor. I trust you and Dalton will take care of this. Hello.
I hate waiting. It's just more time to doubt myself. Don't wander into any restricted areas.
They know how to make a client feel welcome.
Good. You're here.
So, thanks to your work in Sidonia, I'm told someone here has leaked information on Project Dominion to our adversaries at Infinity Ltd. A mole within the company means a failing in my department.
We're initiating Security Directive Theta, which means a full sweep of every employee in this building, Masako and myself included.
Good. You're here. So, thanks to your work in Sidonia, I'm told someone here has leaked information on Project Dominion to our adversaries at Infinity Ltd. A mole within the company means a failing in my department. We're initiating Security Directive Theta, which means a full sweep of every employee in this building, Masako and myself included.
We don't conduct the sweep ourselves, but the ones who do have proven to be extremely thorough. Directive Theta has one unique case, and that's Ularu Chen. The directive calls for a specialized programmer known as Nix to investigate her, but he'll need your assistance for an unusual assignment. Ularu has the ability to thwart any investigation, so it's imperative she knows nothing about this directive. Her knowledge and talents are why she's the Chief of Operations, so she is the best equipped to evade detection. We don't deal in trust here. Think more in terms of mutual benefit and leverage. And in this case, it's mutual benefit. Nix will be giving you a program to run on Ularu's computer that will pull any data needed to prove her guilty or innocent. Your job is to infiltrate Ryujin Tower as an anonymous outsider in order to run this program completely off the books. This means your keycard will be turned off, and the security guards in the building will consider you to be trespassing. If you get caught, the guards will follow steps, provided you don't provoke them. These are your fellow employees. We employ over 100 members of our security team who rotate floors and shifts. It's possible you'd be recognized, but even so, my orders will be strict. Authorized security personnel only. And you certainly won't qualify, making you an immediate suspect. At least one of us is. In the meantime, I'll ensure all non-essential employees, Ularu included, have left the building, claiming routine security maintenance. During that time, I'll be unlocking access to the tower's ventilation system, which you can utilize to help avoid detection. I'm also issuing you a disruptor, which should help in avoiding casualties should a worst-case scenario turn up. Ularu doesn't know about Directive Theta. But as far as she knows, it's standard procedure. This is why we're bringing in a third party. And it's also why secrecy is of utmost importance. It concerns me that you don't know. A disruptor is a non-lethal weapon. Our subsidiary, Arboron, makes an excellent one that I'll be issuing you. It will stun your target, giving you a chance to get away. But you'll only have so much time before the effects wear off. Good. No one can know about this, not even our own guards. So stealth will be of utmost importance. You'll meet Nix at Madame Sauvage's place. He knows Directive Theta has been enacted.
I've got my eye on you. My company's future might be
Fine. Legion, are we lucky to have us?
I can't wait for my next break. Welcome back. I'm always stocked up on neuroamps. Bye-bye.
When's the report due anyway?
It's a move. You got an appointment? 'Cause if not, consider this area reserved. Only when I meet someone for the first time. I like to meet strangers in public for safety reasons. I'm sure you get it. So why not in my favorite bar? Oh yeah, Dalton's little errand runner. I've written up a program just for the occasion, but as Ryujin knows, it's yours for either a price or a favor. And should he? Nothing's for free, you know. While you're snooping around in the tower, I just need you to hit up one more workstation on the way. It's Camden Cho's. Just run the same program on the slate I'll give you, and you're good. It's that simple. That's between me and another club. But you can bet if someone wants something in old Camden, it's not because... Let's just say, it's nothing beyond...
It seems prudent to focus on one thing at a time, and...
Suit yourself. So why don't we get back to that payment? Oh, I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. I'm trying to be reasonable here. Sorry, but now pay up. A pleasure, as always. Your job is simple. Just run this little beauty on Ilaro Chen's computer. Once you're done, bring the slate back to me at my place. Whatever encryption Ilaro has is bound to take some real work. More than my little... It's nice to see you know more than just sneaking around and talking a good game. Here's the slate. I'll be waiting.
I'm feeling alright. I've just got to put my head down and push through.
I hope whatever you took is worth the risk. Yes, you need me? You will be lost without...
Stop making things harder for yourself! You eventually. Officers, stand down. We got away.
Neutralizing suspect.
Nothing here. Something's up. I've got... I don't know what. Gonna go check it out. I don't see anything.
So, you made it. Guess Ryujin's security really is... An old pro, huh? No wonder Ryujin likes you so much. Now, I'll take that program back that I gave you, and let's give the data a look. The program I gave you to run on Ularu's computer basically opens an all-access backdoor for me. I can see everything and anything, so let's take a look. Ularu has some impressive encryption on her files. Not that I can't crack it, of course. Circumventing protections, running decryption. This should just take a moment now. Damn, I'm good. That went faster than I thought. I'm saving several files to a slate for Dalton, including access history and anything related to Project Dominion. Adding in new encryption for him as well, so he's the only one that can view these. And done. You're all set. I've got the new encrypted slate. Let me technically, I'm not supposed to look, but it's kind of hard to not see what's going on while running all my software. Since you came through on your end, let's just say that slate isn't going to paint the best picture for Ms. Imogene Salzo. But bear in mind, you're dealing with some pretty talented people when it comes to I can be sure because I know, but like anything, the rest is up to you and Dalton. Of course she can't. As much as Corps love their field ops, they're never fully trusted. That's why Ryujin probably has you under surveillance half the time, right? Here's the slate. As usual. Oh.
I assume success is in order. I had a few reports, but at least nothing that set off any red flags. It will be handled. Now. I didn't think it was possible. But someone's been accessing Ularu's files remotely. It's quite a complicated trace, too. I'm impressed Nix was able to track all of this. Damn. And there's our culprit. Imogene Salzo, Senior Operations Specialist, and one of the few I had in mind for who could pull this off. Well, the motive could be anything. Credits? Either that, or she's highly displeased with someone at the company. Well, before we make any harsh decisions, I'll need to question her myself. I want you to head to her office and escort her here. You have to make sure she doesn't try anything before I have a chance to speak with her. If she runs, the guilt will be apparent. And you'll have no choice but to dispose of her. As much as I'd like you to subdue her and bring her in, Imogene would never allow it. She knows what fate lies ahead for those who betray this corp. Don't put anything past when you're dealing with corporate.
Let me guess. Looking for Imogene? I'm sure you can tell by now. She isn't here, which is a shame since I have several documents I need her to sign off on. She's always been the master of avoiding desk work. She hasn't stepped into the office since the maintenance closure, probably abusing her paid time off again. I know for a fact she doesn't have any external meetings or business trips.
Let me see. It's perfect.
Well, that desk work is what keeps... So why are you looking for it?
Glad to hear it.
I'll put in a good word for you with Hugo.
Alright, I have Imogene's last location at Frankie's Grab and Go, which we all know is a front for the... You'll want to get executive sign-off if you plan on chasing after her. I'd say Dalton. I forgot you're familiar with Neon and Bayou's intricate web of connections. I suppose if you want to be efficient, you could bypass Dalton and go straight to Bayou. You're just cutting out the middleman, right? Good luck finding Imogene. Oh, and if you do catch up with her, be sure to let her know I had everything to do with it.
I don't recall sending for anyone. What do you want? It's been a very beneficial partnership. And just why would I grant that kind of permission to you? As long as it doesn't involve this... I'll tell you what. I'll make sure the Syndicate lets you in hassle-free, provided you do a little something for me. And what mutual benefit would that be? Of course. Ryujin's success... Oh. I hear you. Maybe so. All right. You talk a good game. And I suppose if we're looking at a mutually beneficial situation, there's no reason for me not to allow such a small favor. Check in with Ms. Moore at Frankie's. I'll send word along that you're to be expected, so she shouldn't give you any trouble. Fair warning, the Syndicate should let you search any common areas, but if anyone catches you snooping around private quarters, I'll just say, be prepared for some hostilities.
You lost, kiddo? Oh, so you're the one getting special. I've got one rule for you in there, so it shouldn't be hard to remember. Third floor is off limits. They catch... It ain't a threat. That's what I like to. For the record, I'm only granting you access you'll find that young lady you're looking for holed up in a room almost straight ahead. Just remember to keep your eyes on the prize. The less you consider this an open house, the better. No funny business.
I figured our paths would cross sooner or later. Not that I thought I was safe, but I never expected anyone to just slip by all the syndicate here. I had a feeling you'd be the one to come after me. You stay in this business long enough, you get enough favors and... Nyx owed me a favor. Yes, and no, but mostly no. I know this doesn't look good, but I had no choice. Ularu set me up. Yes, I've been acting as a double agent, but because she ordered me to. The assignment was meant to deceive, not benefit. And Project Dominion is way above my pay grade. It'd be impossible for me to deliver it. At least, intentionally. Look, I only know about Project Dominion because I wanted to know exactly what I was being accused of leaking. But that tech is dangerous. An internal neuroamp that can theoretically control other people? What better way to frame someone than to take control of their mind? Power, of course. Corporations maintain their success by any means necessary, but there are some measures Masako is reluctant to take. You may have noticed that none of your assignments directly involve murder. Masako reserves those actions only when it's absolutely necessary. Ularu sees this as a sign of weakness that needs to be dealt with. Because she knows I'm the most believable target. I'm the only one at Ryujin with the skills to even come... That's what makes it dangerous. No one would believe it. So, if Ryujin keeps this tech a secret, suddenly every deal, every legal matter, every little thing is going to go their way. Yes, it's what the technology does, and it explains why the evidence against me is so solid. Come to think of it, it also explains a few strange bouts of disorientation I've... I know it doesn't look good, but that's exactly why I've been gathering my own evidence. Ularu has the skill to pull this off, but she's also been behind a desk for years now. I knew she'd miss something. This slate holds all the evidence against her. I just need you to deliver it to Dalton. It's the only way I can prove I'm innocent. Nyx's contract limits his investigation to Ularu. I hacked into building security and was able to recover deleted records. I guarantee the third-party company Dalton is using for his security. That may be the case, but I can't have Ularu thinking she'll come out of this unscathed. This evidence will cast enough doubt that she'll never make CEO. So, at the very least, we'll both be ruined. Given more time and resources, I'm sure I could put together a full case. But right now, neither of those is a luxury that Dalton's going to allow. I was hoping you would. I'm still going to lay low until I hear that... As long as Ularu still thinks I'm on the run, she'll... And I know you don't hear it much around the office, but...
Try anything, you're dead.
They run this city.
Welcome, off-worlder, to Dolphin Intelligence.
Well, look who's back. Dalton's gonna lose it when he finds out you went to the Syndicate without talking to him. True. At least you had the goods. So tell me, what did you find out? Inside the Syndicate? That area's... Imogene knew exactly what she... I had a feeling. Enjoy your time with Dalton. It'll all trickle back.
Is there something I can help you? Excuse me. Just a moment. Shutting the door and engaging locks. That's better. And that's quite the story you just threw in my face. Not to mention a serious accusation. And just where is this absurd notion coming from? Is this a game? I wasn't aware. It is a horrible thing when such well-made plans. Well, that would be great. That just sounds... I've heard enough. Did you really come here? It sounds like you're only here to... Now that sounds more like a proposition. Fine. Since it's... I leaked Project Dominion to Infinity Ltd. But I'm no mole. Please. It's insulting that you think I'd actually be working for someone other than Ryujin or myself. that depends on how you define innocent. You see, I'm not a mole. I'm an opportunist. And no one is more loyal to Ryujin than I am. Masako, on the other hand, is losing her touch. Ryujin needs strong leadership for what lies ahead. A CEO who can make the hard decisions. What do you think? If someone was a threat to your family, would you be satisfied waiting for them to strike? Of course not. You'd eliminate the threat before it had a chance to act. In some cases, before it even realized what it was capable of. It was never my intent to involve Imogene. But when you arrived with information on Project Dominion, I knew Infinity had screwed up. I had no choice but to act fast. Imogene is the only one that Dalton and the others would believe was capable of pulling this off. It had to be her. It's all part of my plan. But don't worry. Infinity Ltd. will never be able to complete Vina's work. I made sure of that. Back then, hard decisions were all about screwing people over and white-collar crime. Today, they're more about ensuring success, by any means necessary. So, now that you know, it's time to see how good you are at making hard decisions. With your help, I can take down Masako and make the credits worth your while. So whose side are you on? Masako's or Ryujin's? That would be my side. I can see to it that you'll not only get a raise, but a substantial bonus, should all things go my way. And since we're working together, I'll take that so-called evidence off your hands. I guess that's how I would have played it. You can keep... Now that I know where your loyalties lie, if you're looking for a scapegoat on Project Dominion, when it's time for the next phase of my plans...
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
Ryujin certainly spared no expense.
Ryujin CEO.
Imogene and I have frequent discussions over security, so the request... So, you're finally back. And here I thought sending you after her. I was afraid that evidence Nix provided would be legitimate. Ularu will be very disappointed. I'll have Yuko determine her position, so we can start tracking her. Were you at least able to gather any data on how she... An opinion, obviously, so she could exploit whatever weaknesses she... Now, I need to undertake the laborious task of... In the meantime, Masako has requested your presence in R&D. She wants you to meet her in Vinakara's office.
Vina's the head of our research. She's the creator of Project Dominion, and often... Masako's been focusing on how to deal with Infinity. I believe her plans... Once I've examined this evidence, I may need your... And not a word about this to anyone.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
Thanks again for your assistance.
If you attempt to engage me in combat,
I need that Rothosite if we want to complete the neuroamp.
I'm just concerned the entire station was wiped out by... something.
Don't worry, we'll figure it out and get that shipment back. Good, you're here. It's time to put a plan in motion to take full control of this situation with Infinity Ltd. In due time. We don't know to what extent Infinity has taken the current neuroamp schematics, so our top priority is completing our own. Let me introduce you to Vina Kalra, Head of Research and Development. She'll give you the initial details.
Yes, details. You see, the internal neuroamp is supposed to consist of two parts. The first part, the part Infinity stole, handles the manipulative effects. The second part is a shielding modification designed to protect the user against other neuroamp users. Well, we can't, but the shielding aspect was never officially a part of Project Dominion. It was an afterthought of how to safeguard our own people from being manipulated, so it was being researched separately as a mod. The research itself was in early stages, too early for board approval, so only myself, DeMarcus, and Masako know about it. Big time. We'd be the only ones unaffected.
No one wants their greatest asset used against them. Once Vina can complete the internal neuroamp and shielding mod, the plan is to outfit you with both and have you infiltrate Infinity Ltd. We can't risk the assignment until we know your mind has the necessary protection. Good. I'm glad you see this as an opportunity.
And I love a willing subject. Now it's just a matter of getting the key ingredient. The final kink in both designs was finding compatible materials to use for conductivity that the human body wouldn't reject. I've finally created the perfect alloy, but it requires a newly discovered refined element called Rothosite.
Which is where I come in. We have a confidential contract with Consolidated Mining to gather, refine, and ship the rothicite straight to us. Their last shipment is late, and neither we nor Consolidated Mining have had any communication with the Carinay station. Correct. The updates have been regular up until now. Last we heard, the shipment...
We need you to head out there, secure the shipment, and bring it back here so And I want to know what happened. We need to take any safety measures to make sure this doesn't happen again.
The mining station is CM Station RC-1. It's on a moon called Carinay 3A in the Carinay system. The shipment should be in the research and control tower, but the outside doors are kept locked down. This keycard will let you enter the mines so you can access the tower from the inside. Good luck.
Once we have the rothicite, we can finally set my plan in motion. Consolidated Mining is one of the oldest and most trusted mining companies in the settled systems. As their name may suggest, they were created when several smaller companies came together in order to compete with the dominating names at the time, like Argos. They grew their business on dependability and service, and still retain those qualities today.
Luckily, due to Alexis's legal expertise, Consolidated Mining handles responsibility.
You want to chat? Find him, Marcus. He's always willing to talk someone's
Not interested. it is rather a lot. Thank you, Andrasia. You've certainly given me a bit to think about. Escape trajectory plotted. Retros firing. Orbit stabilized. Beginning landing cycle.
day again.
Apogee kick complete. Orbit steady. Switching over to standard engines.
Welcome to the clinic. If you have a medical emergency, please use priority docking.
Lack of love.
Gotta hand it to these doctors. This area's off limits. Authorized personnel only. Yeah, I bet you do. This isn't getting us anywhere. Not my problem. Yeah, I hope so. I haven't agreed to anything yet. Look, if you need help, talk to someone in reception. Now get out of here before I arrest you.
Whatever you do, don't unplug anything. You do, and I'll make sure you wind up in one of these hospital beds. I'm kidding. Sort of. Hello. Can I help you? I can't give you any details, because I don't have any. I only know that it's Oh, sorry. No one gets into the secure. All I know is whoever we contracted it. Believe it or not, I've had that same conversation with the... Well, he never said not to say. I know he's posted here because he got demoted for an Aurora addiction. He only lightens up when Dr. Oshina's around. I think he has a bit of a crush. Any other questions? Dr. Oshina's our newest doctor here. He works in the medical wing. I'm sure he'll be the one taking over. I know there's a doctor and some nurses along with it. My best guess is they're running some sort of clinic. I haven't seen anyone leave. I know I shouldn't say this, but he's only still working here because he came forward about his addiction. I'm just concerned about a relapse. Whenever Dr. Oshina's around, his face, I think a positive relation. My pleasure. Let me know if you need anything else.
Having a good one? I don't see you offering anything. Or does that mean you'll leave me alone now? Sounds like a deal to me. Look, if you really need something, talk to reception. I don't have time for this. Great. You again. Authorized person. Are you serious? I didn't think he'd take me up on the offer. Okay, I'll be right back. And don't try anything while I'm gone.
Don't be stupid!
Not today. You can't be okay with this, though, right? You took an oath, and I'd say this is a firm violation.
Look, we got that shipment. Although who knows what Faye expects me to do with it. But maybe approvals really are on the way. Now please, get back to Kai. Make sure his vitals are stable. I don't want to lose him. We'll figure this out. I promise.
Fine. But if we lose Kai, that's it. I'm going to SSNN. I don't give a shit about my career anymore.
Hey there. You know, if you go out there with no helmet on, your head'll totally explode.
We're loose.
Anything I can do for you?
Navigational feedback checks
Restart
out.
collective
We're
space.
in the right
Hold while we
place.
scan your ship. Be advised. You have been identified as a known criminal. Respond immediately. You're on the wanted list. Halt and prepare to be boarded, or we will be forced to open fire. Hostile ship in orbit. Deadly force is authorized. Weapons free. Let's take him down.
Look alive!
You think you can win this?
Directed to the wrap drive. Then you're dead in space. Everything's fine. I overload your jump system. The wrap drive is not Let's get back to it. You tag them wrap drive. Enemy's shield systems offline. Target's jump system hit their engine. Main drive out. Enemy shield generator. Enemy's wrap drive has to be repaired. Enemy shield took out the jump drive. Target's shields are down. Then jumping out of here. Enemy's shield gone. Enemy's grab drive disabled. Target's shields are offline.
We're going to do a quick scan for contraband, and you can be on your way. We say again, respond immediately, or we will be forced to open fire.
Hey, it's always a good day.
Grab drive spinning down. Systems green. Well, you didn't put us into a planet, so we must be in the right place. You seem to be doing well.
I'm fine. Shouldn't I be? Well, with all that we have discovered and are learning, to be in charge, to be responsible for all that, I imagine it could be difficult.